Hi everyone, Brooke here from Art by Brooke. I just wanted to do a quick video because I get asked this a lot. I have a canvas here that I haven't prepped it or anything like that, but I'm getting ready to use it for a video. And I noticed that this one has some wrinkles and it's a little stretched out. Now, a lot of people ask me how to fix that when that happens in your canvas. And it's very, very simple. I just wanted to show you the way that I do it. May not work for everyone, and it doesn't work if it's very, very stretched out, but with these little tiny amounts, I think it'll work really well. So all you need is a spray bottle with water, and you flip your canvas over, and you just spray a little bit on the back of the canvas. You don't want to make it drip with water. You just want it to get enough that it's kind of damp all over. And some of my stretched out areas were kind of underneath the wood, so we might not be able to get all of that out, but I'm going to try to get some water up and under there. Now, you don't want to do this immediately before you do a painting on it because you want the water to dry before you start working. But what this does is it allows the canvas to tighten back up again, and it helps. So as you can see, quite a few of the ones that were down here and up here along the side have already stretched out, and it hasn't even dried yet. Now we still have this one up here that's right under the wood, and then there's another one here that was under the wood. And I might actually try spraying on top because this doesn't have gesso or anything on it yet. And let's just see if that helps. And I'm using cold water. In my experience, it hasn't mattered a ton, but cold water seems to work quicker because basically you're just causing the canvas to tighten up. All right, so let's let that sit for a minute or two and dry a little bit, and then check it out in a minute. Okay, so we're back. It's been maybe 15 minutes or so. It's still a little bit wet, of course, but as you can see, pretty much all of the stretched out parts have gone back into place. That's pretty cool. So it is still wet. It needs to dry for quite a while now, but that's really exciting. So this is something you can do also on a painted canvas, but you want to be really careful about not spraying on top of it, especially because you want to do this before you've finished it with varnish or anything like that. So I always spray on the back side if it's already been painted. I only did it on the front because this one hasn't been prepped at all. But if you're interested in a video where I show you how to do this on an already painted canvas, comment down below. I would love to do that in the future if anyone's interested in seeing that. So feel free, if you know of any other tips to share that make this work just as well. Water has almost always worked for me, actually pretty much always for the types of things I've had to deal with, but I would love to hear other tips and tricks if you know any others. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Bye! So I wanted to show you what happens if you try to add anything to your canvas before it's fully dry, after you've sprayed it to tighten it up a little bit. So I gessoed this, and all of the gesso on the regular parts of the canvas dried right away. And you see this kind of darker area in the middle? That's because I was impatient and did not let the water dry before adding gesso to the canvas. So the back is still damp, and because of that, it's keeping the gesso from fully drying on top. So I am now having to spend twice as much time waiting for this to dry because I was too impatient and did exactly the opposite of what I told you. So hopefully you learn from my mistakes.